What is going on, guys? Thanks for checking out this video of my sports Gematria. Excuse me, my morning voice. In this video, I'm going to go over a football game for Monday, September 12th, 2022. I'm going to show you highlights of each side, and it's going to be up to you to determine who you think will win based on the numbers. I encourage you to add additional information on top of this if needed for you to feel confident in your own pick. And I wish you guys the best of luck on all your picks for this game. Let's go ahead and get into this game. We're going to be looking at, where are we at? Monday Night Football. The Broncos versus the Seahawks. Another road favorite in prime time. On this side of the screen, let me bring up a bigger screen. On this side of the screen is what I call my daily numbers, date numerology, Gregorian Hebrew calendar. And then on this side of the screen is what I call my game numbers specific to the game. The way that I have it structured here is up top, I have the distance to the upcoming Super Bowl. Right up here is the location of the game, the city, the state, the stadium, the coordinates. I keep track of home team win-loss records, but Sunday games have not completed, so I don't have this. I won't have this filled out until after all of Sunday games are completed, but this will be the 16th game for the week. It will be the 16th game for the NFL season. Right here is the head-to-head record between the two teams for the regular season. And then I have the home team up top here, their season record, their coach's record, their quarterback record, Gematria to and from, or birthday to and from, and then their name Gematria. And at the bottom is the home team, or not the home team, the away team, the road team. Excuse me, my brain is still kind of foggy. Slept way too late today. But that's neither here nor there. The bottom is the home team, and coach name, coach record, quarterback name, quarterback record, team Gematria name, to and from their birthdays. That's how I have this structured out. Sorry, I fumbled through that. But let's go ahead and get into the game here. I'm going to start with the home team, like I always do for the NFL games. You've seen it in the last two videos. I'll start with the home team. I'll give out some interesting narratives that I found for the home team to win this game. And then I'll give out some interesting narratives that I found for the away team, the road team, to win this game. So let's start with the home team, the Seahawks. So if Seahawks were going to win this game, these are some numbers that I would point to. For one, we'd start off by saying it's 153 or a total span of 154 days until the upcoming Super Bowl. Pete Carroll, the coach for the Seattle Seahawks, he can pick up his 153rd regular season win for his career. And he would pick it up against the Denver Broncos. Denver Broncos sums to 154. 153, 154, it being 153, or a total span of 154 days till the upcoming Super Bowl. Today does have today is a day with 43 date numerology on the Gregorian. 43 is the 14th prime number. Seahawks quarterback Geno Smith sums to 43. He can get his 14th regular season win for his career as a Seattle Seahawks, sums to 43. 43, the 14th prime number. If you write out the number 14, 14 sums to 104. And today does have 104 date numerology on the Hebrew religious side of the calendar. Pete Carroll can sit on 104 regular season losses with a win as his quarterback gets his 14th win. And then Russell Wilson, the ex-quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks, would sit on 104 wins regular season with a loss. He would get his 54th loss regular season for his career on a day with 63 date numerology. 63 written out sums to 54 and 54, as well as 153. Pete Carroll can get that 153. But Russell Wilson, his name also sums to 54. They calling me? Who calling me? Looks like a telemarketer number. So Russell Wilson sums to 54 and 153. I guess I can mark that, put that in a bright color. So he's Russell Wilson sums to 54 and 153. Russell Wilson get his 54th loss on a day with 63 date numerology. 63 sums to 153 and 54. Pete Carroll can get his 153rd win regular season. It being 153 days to the upcoming Super Bowl. It's 362 days since Pete Carroll's birthday. 362 is just an anagram of 263. Seattle Seahawks sums to 263 and 43. 43 the 14th prime. Geno Smith 43 can get his 14th win. 43 date numerology. That's what I would put for the Seattle Seahawks. You know, Russell Wilson coming back home or going back to Seattle to play against his old team, the only team he's ever been on, really. Could be a bad thing for him. Maybe Pete Carroll is more dominant in the NFL than Russell Wilson is. I don't know. We'll find out. But there's been a lot of games this week where it's like that. Browns and Panthers. So Baker Mayfield played his own team, but he played it in Charlotte and still lost. There's a couple other ones here too that are like that, right? Like it was like the quarterback is on the other team or something. I forget all the narratives. There's a couple of them, but I forget. That was a waste. Sorry about that. But yeah, maybe Russell Wilson just doesn't have the magic in Seattle at all, regardless if he's on the Seattle Seahawks or another team. Maybe he just loses. One thing that's interesting about Pete Carroll, his name, Pete Carroll, 125, 53, 172. Today has 27 date numerology. 27 sums to 172, 125, and 53. So Pete Carroll's name is 3 of the 4 base ciphers equal to 27, 27 date numerology on the Gregorian. But yeah, that's what I would put for Seattle Seahawks. That 153, that 104, the 43 and the 14. And then Russell Wilson, the 104 and the 54. And then you have this 153 everywhere. 153, 153, 153 days till the Super Bowl. If we're going to do the Broncos beating the Seahawks, let's switch it up now. Let's switch gears. And let's look at the Broncos beating the Seahawks. What kind of numbers would play factor for that? Sorry to interrupt the video, you guys, but I need a huge favor from you. Can you go ahead and like this video and leave a comment below? It's going to help with my channel, the algorithm, and the overall growth. I really appreciate you guys watching this video. I really appreciate you guys being on my channel. And let's get back into the video. For Broncos, Russell Wilson, it'd be interesting to watch this pair, the Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson. Their records are almost identical. So either Russell Wilson's going to sit on 104 wins and Pete Carroll's going to sit on 104 losses, or Pete Carroll's going to get his 105th loss and Russell Wilson's going to get his 105th win. So that would be an interesting, I guess, connection between the two to watch all season long. How closely do their records follow each other, even being on separate teams now? But for Broncos to win this game, you know, Russell Wilson could get that 105th win. Pete Carroll could get that 105th loss. The reason being is if you pop in the number 105 into number properties, dang, my voice, my throat, sorry. Forgive me. So if you pop in the number 105 into number properties, you find out it's the 14th triangular number. And that's the number we were talking for the Seahawks, right? Geno Smith, 43, the 14th prime, get his 14th win. Seattle Seahawks, 43. It'd be in 43 date numerology, 43, the 14th prime. Well, 105 is the 14th triangular number, and it could swing that way. Russell Wilson get that 105th regular season win. Pete Carroll get his 105th regular season loss, 105, the 14th triangular. On top of that, going back to the 27 date numerology on the Gregorian, 27 sums to 125. Pete Carroll sums to 125. He could sit on 152 wins regular season. 152 and 125 are just anagrams of each other. Broncos can get their 36th regular season head-to-head win against Seattle on a day with 63 date numerology, 63-36. They're just reflections of each other. Geno Smith, he can sit on 13 wins regular season for his career with a loss as he becomes 1-3 for a record as a quarterback for Seattle. 13 pairing right there he could just sit on that 13 as it becomes 1-3 like 13. Pete Carroll can sit on 119 regular season wins as a coach for the Seahawks. Again, this would be the day after 9/11. Okay, so maybe, and Pete Carroll is a 9/11 truther. So maybe he sits on that 119 the day after 9/11. And nothing really for the Broncos coach since this is his first year. And yeah, I mean, that's about it for to have this game. Not a whole lot here, but yet there is kind of a lot. It's like a whole lot, but not a whole lot. I know I kind of breezed through this fairly quickly. It's only 11 minutes so far. The other videos were 20 minutes. I breezed through this fairly quickly, but I just got straight to the point, So it's either going to be, Russell Wilson just can't do anything good in Seattle. Maybe that's the narrative they want to have. He just can't do anything right in Seattle, no matter what team he's on. And he comes out with that 104.54. You got the 14 for Geno Smith. You got the 153.104 for Pete Carroll. Or he's also coming up. Pete Carroll's also coming up on his 71st birthday. 3 to 4 days until his 71st birthday. 71 is the 20th prime number. Seahawks could get that 20th head-to-head win against Broncos in the 55th regular season game. 20 comes to 55. So it's either going to come down to this 153.104 and this 14 for Seahawks, and then the 104.54 for Russell Wilson and the loss, or it is the 105, the 14 triangular, 105, the 14 triangular, and then you have this 13 and 1-3 cap for Geno Smith, and that's about what I have. Maybe Russell Wilson is just a better quarterback on the Broncos and they just get it done. Or he wasn't ever meant to win in Seattle again. I don't know. But that's what I have. Quick reads. Went through it pretty quickly. 12 minutes 41. I'll probably get chopped down to about 11 minutes after I edit some stuff out. My mistakes of drinking water and stuff. My throat was acting up. Yeah, hopefully this helps. Hopefully this gives you a quick insight of what's going on in the game. Broncos quarterback or coach Nathaniel Hatchett, he sums to 152. Pete Carroll can sit on 152. His name 125. 27 date numerology. 27 sums to 125. 125 and 152 are just anagrams of each other. Okay. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate the support. Hopefully this helps. Hopefully this gives you insight to the game. Definitely watch through this again. I went through it pretty quickly. And a lot of it's just because I'm half tired. My brain's a little foggy. And I don't know. It's weird. My brain's foggy, but yet I'm kind of like a little bit hyper at the same time. So I'm making mistakes as I talk, but yet I'm talking really fast at the same time. That's probably why I'm making mistakes as I talk. All right, guys, enough foolishness. Hopefully this helps. I appreciate it. Hopefully you win all the money in the world. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the support, and I'll see you in the next video for Thursday night football in week 2.